unzipped zip file, download it to a known location. All of the AutoCAD DWG files are saved in an AutoCAD 2013 DWG file format. This means you can use previous versions of AutoCAD to take this particular course, all the way back to AutoCAD 2013. I'll also let you know what file you need to use for each video. I'll mention it at the beginning of each video so that you know which DWG file you should have open in AutoCAD to follow along with the videos. Store the exercise files in a known location. Then you know where they are and you can jump straight into them as you go from video to video in each chapter of the course. And have that exercise file open before starting the video as well. You've got that play and pause tool in the video. So when you get to the little pop-out that says which file you should be using, just pause the video and then make sure you've got the right exercise file open and then press play again to follow along with the video in each chapter. There are further courses available in the library regarding AutoCAD. So the prerequisite courses ideally that you should take before you look for these other courses are the Learning AutoCAD course and this course, the AutoCAD Essential Training. These are prerequisite courses that you really should take before you go and find those further AutoCAD courses. AutoCAD has 7 specialized toolsets, including electrical, mechanical, and architecture. And some of these particular tool sets are covered in other courses in the library, but you do need to make sure that you've done Learning AutoCAD and AutoCAD Essential Training first so that you know all the basics of AutoCAD and then you can jump into the toolset courses. Do those prerequisite courses first. It will save a lot of aggravation in the future. Don't jump into AutoCAD electrical toolset first because you won't have the base AutoCAD knowledge needed to understand it. Do the Learning AutoCAD and the AutoCAD Essential Training first and you'll find it much easier to jump into the toolsets. Learn the basics and essentials of AutoCAD first. Trust me, it will make your life a lot easier. Then go on to those AutoCAD toolset courses. Go and learn all about AutoCAD Electrical, AutoCAD Mechanical, AutoCAD Architecture, but make sure you've got your basics and essentials covered. That way you understand the methodologies of AutoCAD. We're in an introductory drawing in this AutoCAD Essential Training course, and it's called introduction.dwg. And as mentioned in the intro videos, you can download this particular file from the library and use it to follow along with this particular video. Now, I'm just going to cover just generally the AutoCAD 2024 interface. This particular course is using the latest version of AutoCAD, which is AutoCAD 2024. So your interface, if you're using an older version of AutoCAD, may look a little bit different. So I'm just going to jump through it very quickly and very briefly. So up here, you've got the big red A. If you click on that, that will open up the AutoCAD application menu. All Autodesk bits of software have an application menu with an icon top left like that. So when you click on it, it will open up the application menu. Just across from there, you have the Quick Access toolbar with various icons on it. We'll cover the Quick Access toolbar later. Moving across the top of the screen, we've got the name of the drawing, introduction.dwg. And over here we have the info bar where we can type in a keyword or phrase and search the help screens to find something that we may need. We've also got some other technology there where we're logged into our Autodesk account. You can also go to the Autodesk App Store there as well. Moving down, we've got the ribbon. As you can see, the Home tab, the Insert tab, Annotate, Parametric, View, Manage, Output, etc. AutoCAD uses a ribbon interface now and has done for some time. But the ribbon interface now is quite sophisticated, especially in later versions of AutoCAD. So yours, if you're using an older version of AutoCAD, may look slightly different, may have different icons and so on. Each of those ribbon tabs has panels. So in the Home tab on the ribbon, we've got the Draw panel, we've got the Modify panel, the Annotation panel, and so on. Anything with a little triangle can be expanded with a flyout. So on the Draw panel, If I click there, can you see it expands out that particular panel? I can pin it open. I click on the pin again, unpins it, goes back into the ribbon. It's the same with the commands with the little flyout arrows as well. You'll notice that you've got the flyout arrow there for the circle command and the flyout arrow there for the arc command, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of how the ribbon works. Underneath that, you've got your Start tab and Drawing tabs here. Notice in AutoCAD 2024, we have this little three-liner here. If I click on that, you'll notice that we've got some new tools in AutoCAD 2024 that you don't have in other versions of AutoCAD, where you can create a new drawing, open, save, etc. We've then got the Start tab there, like so, and we've also got the Introduction drawing that we've got open at the moment. So you can have any number of drawings going along the tabs there. This is the drawing area where you can see the floor plan. We will be working primarily in 2D for this particular course. So the view cube here is kind of null and void, but the view cube is normally used for 3D modeling navigation. And talking of navigation, there's your AutoCAD navigation bar. You've got the command line down at the bottom of the screen. And then down here, we've got the model tab and the layout tabs. And then right down at the bottom here, bottom right, we've got the AutoCAD status bar, where we work with our drafting settings. Now, we will be covering a lot of this as we work through the AutoCAD Essential Training course. So don't worry too much if I haven't covered bits that you want to talk about right now. There will be a video about it later on in the course. We're starting a new chapter where we're going to dive deeper into the AutoCAD interface. And for that reason, we've got a drawing for you that you can download from the library. It's called interface.dwg, and you may recognize it from the introductory videos that you've just watched. It is the same drawing, the same floor plan, just saved with a different file name, just to allow you to have separate drawings for separate chapters. Now, like I said, in this chapter, we're going to dive deeper into the AutoCAD interface. And that's really important. You need to know what all these little bits do in the AutoCAD interface so that you can use AutoCAD effectively. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the AutoCAD application menu. Now, you'll find this top left of your AutoCAD application window. It's right up here. It's the big red A in the corner. There's a little arrow there. If you click on the arrow, there's the application menu right there. Now, it may look complex. It's not, trust me. All it is a group of settings and a group of commands that you would use on a regular basis. And all Autodesk pieces of software have an application menu like this. So the first thing you'll notice is you've got a search bar at the top here. So you can go and search for file names that you might need to locate quickly and easily. Also here we have icons here where I can look at recent documents or I can look at open documents. So at the moment we've only got the interface.dwg open, and that's our recent one. So if I go here, that's the documents I've opened recently. Now if you're regularly using documents, notice you can pin them. So if you've got drawings that you work on a regular basis on a project, just pin them open. Now the other thing I can do here, I can have small icons, large icons. I can even go to images of the drawings if I want to, like that. Personally, I prefer the small icons. It just works. And you can search by ordered list, access date, size, type, etc. I just use the ordered list most of the time. Now over here on the left hand side, we've got lots of different commands. So I can open up a new drawing or start a sheet set. I can open up a drawing. I can also work from AutoCAD Web and Mobile. That's the web-based stuff that I talked about earlier. And we can work with sheet sets, DGNs, and other sample files that you can download from the internet to have a play around with if you want to in AutoCAD later. Save and Save As, they're pretty much what you expect. But Save As, you can save out as lots of different file types. You've got the native DWG. You can save to web and mobile in the cloud. You can save a template file, a drawing standards file, and many other file formats. You can also convert your drawing format for selected drawing files to different DWG file formats as well. You can import files into AutoCAD, such as PDF and DGN. You can export out to different file formats as well, such as DWF, PDF, DGN, and other formats as well. You can publish and send even to a 3D print service if you're 3D modeling. You can archive sheet sets, you can e-transmit, you can email drawings. You can share views via the Autodesk Viewer in a browser. You can also share drawings using AutoCAD on the web through a browser as well. There's the usual print and plotting settings, lots of different settings in there, and again we'll cover the majority of those during the course. We also have drawing utilities, which allow us to look at drawing properties, compare drawings, change our units, audit drawings, purge drawings, and recover damaged files as well. And then last but not least, at the bottom here, we can close the current drawing, or if we've got more than one drawing open, we can close all the drawings. You'll also notice down here we have options. If I click on options, you'll find that this opens the options dialog box, which is all of your settings that AutoCAD uses on a day-to-day basis. Now, I'm not going to jump into all of these. We'll talk about this maybe a little later as well. But the whole idea of all of this is all of these are your preset settings that you use to run AutoCAD on a day-to-day basis. So, for example, we're in the Open and Save tab. This is all the settings for opening and saving files. You've got user preferences where you can have standard Windows behavior, change your insertion scale of objects, and so on. I'm not going to make any changes to the options. I'm just going to click on cancel, but you can get to the options dialog box from the application menu. You can also just right click, bring up the shortcut menu, and it's always down at the bottom of the default shortcut menu as well. There's options right there. I'll just hit escape to lose the shortcut menu. But that pretty much covers the application menu in AutoCAD. And as I said, all Autodesk products have that application menu. And it just covers all of the basic kind of requirements that you need to run the AutoCAD software. We're staying in our interface.dwg file, and we're not actually going to be working much in the drawing, but I've got a current drawing open, so it allows us to work with the interface. Everything becomes current in the interface as long as you've got a DWG file open. Otherwise, certain things grey out and you can't use certain functionality. So that's why we've got a drawing open. Now, in this particular video, we're going to take a look at the info bar on the top right of your AutoCAD application window. You can recognize it easily. If you've opened up AutoCAD for the first time today, you'll notice it says type a keyword or phrase. So if I go in there and type something like line and press enter, it will go and find all of the commands, all of the documents, all of the help documents that have the word line in them. It will search for you. I'm not going to bother you with that. You don't need to see a browser screen popping up with all of the search results popping up. But that's exactly what that does. You can also click there on the little magnifying glass and that will search as well, but you can just type it in there and press enter. This little blue head and shoulders next to it is me signed into my Autodesk account so that I can use AutoCAD on subscription. Again, there's a little drop down menu there that allows me to access various aspects of my Autodesk account. You'll notice there's a shopping trolley. That will open up the Autodesk App Store website in a separate browser window. There are loads of different apps that you can download for free or pay for that work with AutoCAD. Go and check them out sometime. They're worth a look. There's another little flyout just here where I can connect with Autodesk. I can go to my Autodesk account. I can check Autodesk certified hardware. I can look at the AutoCAD blog, the YouTube, the Facebook, and the Twitter as well. So that's really sort of going out there onto the internet to connect with Autodesk, connect with AutoCAD. Just next to that, we have a little question mark with a flyout next to it. That's all of our help screens and so on. So I can use help. I can download offline help if I need it as well. So if I don't have an internet connection to get to the online help, I can download the offline help file, install it, and I've then at least got the most up-to-date help screens installed within AutoCAD if I don't have an internet connection. I can send feedback, download language packs if I'm working in a different language. There's also a performance analyzer to see what's happening if your AutoCAD's running a bit slowly, for example. You've also got your privacy settings there as well. So that's all of your little drop down there for your AutoCAD help. You can also get to the AutoCAD help by pressing F1 on a Windows-based keyboard. As before, we're staying in the interface.dwg file as this chapter is all about diving deeper into the AutoCAD interface. Now, in this particular video, we're going to take a look at the Quick Access toolbar, and you'll find that top left of your AutoCAD application window. It's just up here. So you can see there, if I hover over these icons, I can create a blank new drawing file, open an existing file, save and save as. I can also open from web and mobile in the cloud. So if I've saved a drawing to the cloud, to my web and mobile folders, which we'll cover later, I can also open it. I can save to web and mobile, which refers obviously back to this one. I can also plot quickly just by clicking on the plot icon there, and I've got the good old undo and redo there as well. The little flyout arrows there allow me to go back to a specific command that I may have used, so I can undo back as far as I need to. Same with redo. Now, if I just hit escape to lose that little flyout menu for a moment, you'll also notice that I've got share here on the quick access toolbar. That allows me to share my drawing using AutoCAD on the web, which is the browser-based version of AutoCAD. We'll cover a little bit of that later on in the course, but just in between share and undo and redo, there's this one here, and it looks a bit like an eject symbol from an old CD player, for those of you old enough to remember CDs. Now, CDs were basically like a player. You put the CD in, listen to the music, and you had an eject button, a bit like an old cassette deck as well. If I click on that, it allows me to customize my quick access toolbar. Now, you'll notice there's all the commands that are there already. There you go, they're ticked. But I can add other commands that I might want to access quickly, hence the name Quick Access